I wonder if Poundcake is still developing a Bayonetta. I've seen that versus a few players. Yeah, I only really touched on one thing in the matchup. One tool that Ryu has is focus. Megaman can stuff that out with a back air. I believe Metal Blade has a multi-hit factor to it too, tossed correctly. And of course the Mega Buster is a 3-hit move. So it has those ways to deal with that. Obviously, well, I wonder if you can even focus through up air. That's interesting to know. As up air does hit you multiple times too if you get hit a certain way. I don't know, it's interesting. I want to think of how Poundcake has to play around this. He has to get into the pellet range. Okay, if he's wanting to go with a frontal approach, I think what he's going to look for is to look for going right above him and landing on him with the forward air. That's something to do. But that's something that he could look for. Right here, he's looking to hold on to this at the very beginning here. He used the focus to get right through the single hit of Mega Man's forward air. Very well educated there. Yeah, trapping that landing there accidentally, getting the back air off of that. And he tossed that Mega Man down, the Metal Blade down, and Poundcake was trying to recover from above. Got caught for it. Right to the back air. Oh, wow. He tossed away and Poundcake still drifted in toward him for his approach. Ooh, I actually really like that mix-up. Oh my god, I heard my voice go high. Yeah, but I really like that mix-up. He went from up tilt and then changed it into a jab, but he didn't just go for the jab immediately, he delayed it. That covered the shield drop really well. Proto was not expecting that kind of attack pressure. Gets behind him with the up smash, setting Ryu off the top at 170%. He's very good to get rid of Ryu with rage. He's one of the characters in this game that can heavily take advantage of it. Has a lot of confirms that link into each other. Very solid for taking early kills. Not finding the fatal blow off that downer there. Ooh, that was a strong hit there. Not gonna find it. Even so, Megaman Proto DIing that very well. Wow. Let's show you can anti-air lunge. Feels like Poundcake's really experimenting with this first game, which is something that I really like. I like to see, figure out what works and what doesn't here. In a matchup that he doesn't practice as much. Wow, a very solid punish on the forward air. But it made it look like he didn't have his jump and he was able to make that recovery back very well. Proto, again, he sets the Metal Blade into the ground and then he puts on an attack to punish an onward aggression choice from Poundcake. As he knows that Poundcake just wants to get in there and close it out. At this point, though, I feel like Poundcake is just going to be looking for one thing, the objective of finding the kill, and that overcommitment will cost them, as the correct defense leading to a backer for Proto is able to take game one. What I really wanted to see from Poundcake in that situation, as it was just at a really good percent for him, is just walk around, put a dominating presence on the field, and not give Mega Man what he wants you to approach into him. He's swinging very wildly to find a kill instead. He takes us to the battlefield for game number 2. Finds the first hits off the forwarder into the upper. Little bits there. Lock right into the down smash. Lots of good damage off of that. Built right out. From up close, Ryu's able to clank right through Megaman. Make a little bit of use off of the trade and then find a follow-up off of up tilt after. And focus into a retreat. Retreat with not much space to go. I think he meant to do that a little bit earlier too. Yikes! Imagine. But no. He's able to get his recovery back after that first hit. Proto closes out that stock otherwise. This time he took his stock below 100 compared to the first game where he took it around 170. This doesn't really matter though at that percent. He's still able to charge in there for a strong hit off of Shoryuken. To pay it off and answer back. A heavy up tilt from below. I still feel like Poundcake isn't adapting to the neutral play that Proto is playing, that he's going to punish Poundcake for approaching unnecessarily. He tries to go in a close space, and he constantly gets walled out or punished for it. See it right there, he's getting barraged by projectiles. The Mega Master going right through. Smart Shoryuken choice right there. Right when Proto wasn't expecting it too. I like that. Now, covers that roll, fading away with the backer. Very cute. Cham's gonna force regrab on that part. He's not able to get that roll in, and that gives Poundcake an opportunity to close this out if he finds the right blow. Yes, chasing after the roll with the backer. That was wise of him there. Oh, that was such a good trap for Proto to not only get back on stage, but also toss Poundcake off and nearly take the stock with the back throw. Really high percent on Ryu here. Delays his recovery and wisely. Immediate toss. Yes. It was very, very close for Poundcake by comparison to that first game. He was starting to really make a bit more of adjustments at the end of that game. But not enough. And Proto now has a 2-game advantage here. Something about that. Poundcake needs to take 3 games if he's able to, if he can make this happen. He was actually fairly comfortable on Battlefield, and he got the effect out of living longer on that second stock that almost really benefited him. Game number 3. Carrying up with up tilts. He goes for the focus there and then fades away, which is good. It puts him outside of the range of those Mega Buster pellets that can just barrage him. Get a nice Ryu combos. Yeah, accidentally a fastball on Proto. That's going to cost him a big deficit. Put him in a bad spot already. He's only put 28% on Poundcake's Ryu. Poundcake is really looking to make great use of this lead he has here. Puts out the up tilts, delays them just a little bit to catch the shield drop. Does not find this down air sweet spot there. Not successful. Excellent backer carries here. Yeah, he forced Poundcake low without a jump. And Poundcake's being very comfortable in making some low recoveries, but in this case, he did not have the tool that he was expecting to have. Just wasn't able to do it. Yes, sure you can on that approach. Poundcake finds a game. Game 4, this is now on Proto's counterpick, and the remaining of the set is on his counterpick 2. If Proto wins one more game, Poundcake does not have another chance to counterpick. It sets over for him. Thunder. He went with that approach that I was talking about at the very beginning of the set that I was contemplating he could go for. Just going being right around the range of Mega Buster to go over it and then just collide with a forwarder. Proto was already ready for it with a air shooter rebuttal. Elite Shield coming out, he's going to get a grab off of that too. You know, I think that's another tool that can really effectively punish focus approaches. I like to talk about that a lot, don't I? I feel really bad. An SC for an SC, and now Poundcake's the one in the big deficit. Bracket this into Proto. But is already ready to cover that approach with 2 up airs for further damage. Tried for an immediate focus. That was very aggressive of Poundcake there. Okay, Poundcake's at a very good number here. Just a little bit more percent, I believe. Sure, you can take it off the top. Fainted into there. He dashed into the shield and then crossed up with a dash jack. Wasn't able to really make anything off of it otherwise. Yes, alright. He is able to find the stock off the Nair into the down air, successfully getting the meteor off of it this time. And it recovers with the Tatsu, putting out that hitbox as Proto tried to cover him going a bit low there. But would have been able to knock him away for it too. His objective to get out of the corner, he does so successfully, finds a confirm off the down tilt into a Tatsu. Now Megaman's at 50%. Poundcake is making this comeback back slightly. Wow. Yeah, Proto was bullying right there. He was short hopping a lot, and then he just landed right into an up smash as Poundcake tried to get a punish off of his movement decision making guy. And up smash is gonna close it out 3-1 in Proto's favor. Well done. Iris versus Switch.